Greetings everyone and welcome to another episode of Adilsons Master Duel Tournament. This time it's the second tournament, which is a 3-on-3. We'll be hosting other tournaments with entry fee and maybe more rewards. So yeah, let's jump right in and for game 1 or round 1. It's Dinos versus I think it's Code Talkers. Yeah, it's Code Talkers. So Code Talkers will start with a Code Talker. My code to activate this fact to search a standard code that code generator will be usually material from hand for a transcode talker, and code generator will activate this fact in grave to send a dot script to grave, which will activate this fact to reborn itself. Transcode talker will reborn a code talker from grave, summoning Kashiri adding Lister, and link summoning for an X-code talker, which will occupy a zone on the opponent's field. And it looks like standard code will activate again. This time adding parallel exceed and adding his turn right there. Or ending the turn. First dig will be activated twice, not the hard ones per turn. And Oviraptor will activate this effect, chaining Misk and Rosa. Have you read Misk? Well, now you do. Now you have. This activates fact to summon an Okoso to add a double evolution field. Previous also activates fact to summon another one, capturing the X-Kotoka, link summoning for Liquid Anima, but it is linked to X-Kotoka, so it won't be able to absorb it. Link summoning for Petristock, activating the double field for an ultimate conductor Tyranno. Jam also activates fact to summon itself from the banish zone. Tyranno will put everything face down, exit summoning for Dolka, battling for quite a chunk of damage, sending to grave for 1k damage, and attacking directly for game. And with that, Dino takes the game. Yeah. And after that quite violent turn from Dinos, we now see Union Rocks versus Eldritch. Union Rocks is basically Adamasculator with the Union Carrier package for Buster Lock. As you can see, they drew the Buster Lock in the Buster Dragon here. They will begin with a researcher to excavate for a Prinkins Roxy's. Seeker will summoning itself and excavate for a Kuakimeru Guardian, link summoning for Mew Mew, which will trigger Roxy's and chain blocking with Supplier. Kuakimeru Supplier will activate this effect to summon itself, and Roxy's will be summoning, banishing first and draw one, and then resummon Dropsies. Supplier will add Guardian, and then it will link summon to Doodle Doo, which will activate the Dropsies to summon another Roxy's. Exit summoning for Granite to add a Black Dragon to hand. Black Dragon will summon itself, banishing 3 from grave. Link summoning for an Appaloosa for 3 negates, 3 monster negates. Black Dragon will activate its effect, adding a Gigantes, a Researcher, and a Seeker. Synchro summoning for an Adamasculator Reason Dragite. Not Dragite, sorry, Raptide. Dragon will soon be summoned, hopefully. And now Synchro summoning for Warlord Savage Dragon, equipping the Doodle Doo from grave, activating the effect of Researcher from hand to summon itself, link summoning for Union Carrier, which will equip the Buster Dragon from hand to the Warlord Savage Dragon, so that the opponent cannot special summon any monster from its deck as long as it is equipped. And there we go, the Adamasculator's Risen Dragite, summoning Black Dragon back from grave, link summoning for an Anti-Masquerade, and reborning the Black Dragon Wasp button. Once again, the only effect Wasp button is the search effect. Setting 5 cards from a ditch, typical turn, and they will end up making this link summoning for an Nightmare Unicorn thanks to Masquerade's effect. The Dragon will chain to add a Researcher, a Doki Doki, and an Analyzer. Unicorn will spin back the skill drain, and they will start the turn with an access code talker, which will be negated, summon negated by a judgment. And they will try to research her, but there is a summon limit. They will try to negate with Dragite. They will chain find this emptiness. And chain Chaining 5 Conquistador. And Chaining 6 with an elixir of Scholar Sanguine. They will negate with Brawler Savage so that they won't be able to pop any card on field. Thanks to Conquistador. Resolve and Conquistador will be summoned. Dragite will be negating summon limit, and they will be able to summon Doki Doki. No more summon Doki Doki, sorry, because they can still can spare summon because of my emptiness. Dragite will bounce back everything and summoning Black Dragon, another Black Dragon, and attacking directly for 5k damage from Brawler Savage Dragon. Yeah, the Buster Lock is quite disgusting. And after that one-sided match, we see Tri-Brigade Duelists versus Dinosaurs. So Dinos will be beginning first with I assume a Fossil Dig to add Misk from deck to hand. No more summon Raptor and chaining Misk, so that all of the dinosaurs are unaffected by activated effects by the opponent. The Argent Rex, interesting. Maxi will be chained to the summon effect of Misk. Still got to draw a few cards. Koso will activate Spec, destroying the Baby Sarus to add the double MOP. Baby Sarus will activate Spec to summon another Raptor, I think. Baguska will be exit summon to somewhat play around Maxi, not summoning much. Kind of deals with the first boss of the Rescue Engine, but they can still link summon and go into the Tri-Brigade and out. Frigate another activated Grave, drawing one, putting one on the bottom of the deck, and Nova will activate Spec to add a Keras. Rugal will be destroying the Baguska, and main 2 they will be summoning Keras, summoning Bedroom, and link summoning for an Appaloosa for 3 negates. Bedroom will add a Revolt, putting back the Fractal to bottom of the deck. Appaloosa gets Skyroot by the Goran. They will Ashley Okuso, so that they won't be able to pop anything. Link summoning for Kushanima. A good placement of zone so that we'll be able to quit the Goran to Kushanima for 3k attack. Summoning Ultimate Conductor Rhino, and summoning back Giant Rex. Misk will activate Spec to summon Oberaptor, which will add a second Misk to hand. They will activate Tropical Revolt. They will chain the Misk so that all of the monsters besides Anima will be unaffected by monster activated effects, which will be relevant since there will be a Tri-Brigade Shrek, the Ominous Shaman. Sorry, Ominous Shaman, not Shaman. What? Anyways, they will trigger the Rugal and the Nova, and also the Frigid. Draw one, putting Battle Reboot, adding Fractal. Rugal will be reducing the attacks, and yeah, interesting. They will be summoning Quatless and exit summoning for Dolka, so that they will be able to negate the Shrek in Grave thanks to Dolka's effect. They can still attack for a lot of damage, and they will imperm the right card to negate Quatless so that it won't be, I think Storm will be negated by the Quatless. They will add the double of appeal, going for Fractal, Iceberg, shuffling back the Misk, link summon for an Access Code Toker, which will have 5300 damage, but that's not enough. They top deck Fossil Dig, summoning Oberaptor, adding Misk, activating the appeal. They will chain the Misk because why not? And double evolution peel will be summoning another ultimate conductor Terrano. Giant Rex will be activated to summon itself, and Missinasaurus will activate to summon the baby Saurus from deck. Oviraptor will pop the baby to summon another baby Grave, and we should summon a Misk. Dugaras will bump the ultimate conductor to double attack, and attacking directly for game with an Oviraptor. Yeah, to garage on Ultimate Collectino is quite a lot. And now we have Inbuilt MCknight versus Prinkins. Yeah, that was quite a game with 7 key attack of an axe squad. Okay, Inbuilt MCknight versus Prinkins. I did say that before. Prinkins will start off with setting skill drain and drawing mirror force. Interesting. There was skill drain on the indicator clips. Which one is still? It was made by MST, so they were still able to activate master effects, but they are going to be met by running mirror force, setting opponents and plays. They will activate Thunder Dragon to search another 2 copies of Thunder Dragon, activating Polymerization, which will be chained by Maxi. And they will be summoning the original, no, not the original Thunder Dragon, Twin or something like that. They will summon Colossus instead. Quite an unconventional way of summoning it, but it's an original way. It's attributing a Thunder Dragon Master on field, or any Thunder Dragon Master on field. Anyways, they will summon Purple Knight 4, Link summoning for an Invoker of Madness, activating invocation for a Burger Trio. Invoker of Madness is treated as a lister on field and engrave, but Colossus has a passive effect to protect itself from battle or body effect. Burger Trio can still make a bit of damage, but it still won't be destroyed as long as they are caught in the grave. Impermanence on the Burger Trio, and they will attack over Burger Trio. Interesting. Normal summoning Dropsies, Link summoning for Mianyu, Dropsies will summon Francis from deck, Link summoning for Doodle-Doo, which will trigger Francis and a Doodle-Doo to add a Franken's place. Francis will be summoning a Lampsies and place will activate its effect to add another Lampsy, which will be met by Nibiru. Yeah. And they will also change activate Legacy Secret so that any monster effect activated on the same color as a MCknight monster will be negated, regardless of whether they left the field as a cost or on resolution, because they activated the same column as a MCknight monster. And now the tables have turned. How the turntables, and MCknight will be summoning Morningstar, discarding Blue Sky to add a succession, setting the succession and summoning a Yellow Star to pop the Franks, I think it was, summoning Blue Sky from grave, Link summoning for an Ib, setting a second copy of Legacy Secret, spell summoning the Red Moon to pop the token, and they will attack for just slightly, or maybe exactly lethal. Yeah, the turntables. And now we have quite an interesting deck. It is a stun deck versus Tri-Brigade Duelists. So, stun deck is basically, as it says, stunning the opponent. They are going to set 3 cards and setting a monster. And taking a turn, Tri-Brigade will start off with a Fairy Chief who will have his summon negated by a Black Mono-turn. Fairy Chief will still trigger, however, in grave. And Kit will also trigger, sending Nerval to add a Keras. Keras activates effect, sending a Keras monster from hand. And now they will be summoning a Shurek, banishing the monster, which is an Armajo. And main 2 they will be summoning another Fairy Chief so that they will get a Shurek trigger to add a Lirusk. Fractal will be summoned by Fairy Chief and activate its effect to summon Bedroom, and they will be summoned for a Rugal. Bedroom will be adding a Revolt, setting Infirm, shuffling Infirm, Atomic Infirm rather, not shuffling. They will try to dog pipe the Revolt, not choosing to Retribute, interesting, because maybe they want another card in hand. Dog pipe does let the opponent draw a card after all. They will cover grab the Yash on the Rusk. Was it Cobalt Sparrow? Forward. This Sparrow. They will add a Naval. Exit summoning for an Assemble Nightingale. Link summoning for an Access Code Toka. which activates back, gaining some boost. Third shift will be activated, and since the card has been activated in response to access code, the opponent can change Oboku, but it will be negated by red reboot, which explains why they kept red reboot in hand instead of negating the upright in the previous turn. Access code will be popping both Obokus. They will try to attack, but Battlefield will be rescuing them. They will banish their own access code to pop the Battlefield, setting up bribe. Battling Assemble Nightingale to attacks and exceed 70 for Down Magician into a Divine Arsenal Zeus. Take 70 for an Almirage to get a Never Surge for a kit. And face Terraforming into a Necro Valley. We will activate Send Necro Valley, but Zeus will activate to send everything to grave and attack for a clean 3k attack damage, ending the game rather than there. And now we have Duel Links versus Prinkins. Duel Links, maybe we start? Yeah, we start off with quite a good hand, Chaos Space. So we begin by Chaos Space sending a rocket for games to add a Fire Blaster, summoning Fire Blaster to link summon a Striker Dragon, which will trigger the Striker Dragon and also Fire Blaster to add a Boot Sector Launch and a Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. They will summon the Collapse Serpent, and Chaos Space will be banishing itself to boot back the Fire Blaster, so that the Collapse Serpent will be able to trigger to add the Collapse Serpent from deck. Romulus will be activated, but Impermanence on the Romulus to negate it. Now we add the Fire Blaster, activating Book Sector Launch. Book Sector Launch will be summoning Rocket, Synchron, and Observator Dragon. Synchro summoning for a Curse Ruler. Observator activates effect, and will chain Curse Ruler to excavate the top 5 cards of the deck, adding a Light Order and sending the rest to grave. They will add the Seraphim Giagama. Interesting. Observator will be adding Rocket Racer. They will link summon for Heretic Seal. Normal summoning Rocket Racer. Popping Book Sector Launch to summon a Rocket Recharger, which will use as a synchro material for Borrowed Savage Dragon. Equipping Romulus and a turn. Heretic Seal will be adding back the rebouncing Prinkins Roxy's to stop any link line. Borrowed Savage will be negating Skill Brain. And since it was negated, it goes to grave. Dingus will be negated, but will have its summon negated by Judgment. It will activate Quick Launch, summoning Rocket Racer. Galactic Spiral Dragon will activate itself to summon itself from grave, link summoning for Nightmare Phoenix. Discarding Chaos Space to pop the Drowning Mirror Force. Chaos Ruler will be activated to summon itself. They will imperm Outlaw Spider on the Borrowed Savage, which will kind of reduce its attack and also remove all counters. But it's already game with 2 big 3k attack monsters on field. Yeah, Duel Links wins the game. And now we have Inbuilt MCknight versus Union Rocks, which was, I think it was on semi-finals. Yeah, it was semi-finals. And so Union Rocks will begin their turn with a Mother Shepherding Sister, which will be met by Maxi, which will be negated by the Ash Blossom and Just Springs. No cost for you, Maxi. That being said, Putting Sister will be summoning itself, and they will summon Honorizer. Excavating to summon a Prinkins Roxy's, which will be used as a material for Mew Mew. Roxy will activate spec, they will chain block the supplier to at least be able to summon the supplier. Banishing the Gigantes, Same Hand, draw 1, summoning Dropsies. Supplier will activate its effect, but it will chain Nibiru so that there's no Guardian which will summon on field to negate a Nibiru or an Appaloosa. They will add Set Guardian, they summoning Phoenix Spider, and if you turn maybe keeping the root token would have been a lot better. Anyway, they will summon the blue sky after summoning Purple Nightfall, which will be adding Indigo Eclipse. Normal summoning Alistar Invoker, adding Invocation, which we've all seen this dance before. Link summoning for an Almirage, and link summoning for a Morning Star to discard the Indigo Eclipse to add a World Legacy Secret. Invocation to summon a Invoke Merkaba, and returning Invocation back to deck to add back from Banished, and Alistar. World Legacy could be activated to bring back the Indigo Eclipse from Banished. Battling, and is that enough damage? Of course it is, because it Invoke MCknight. It will OTK, of course. And that's how Invoke MCknight will go into finals. But before that, we will check the other side of semi-finals, which was another Adamant Splitter. But this time it's the OG Adamant Splitter instead of the Berserk versus Eldritch. Eldritch will be starting off quite strong, or maybe not. Elixir of Black Awakening, which is my Banish person. Not that it really matters because they didn't draw into Conquistador or Haku. Summoning Limit and Scarlet Sanguine, they will Ash on the Seeker and Summon Limit. Cobra Grave on the Ash, so that maybe they will be able to summon. And possibly Roxy's or Roxy's. They will summon Roxy's, go for Prinkins Pranks, Scarlet Sanguine will be activated to block some damage. 28 and defense is quite a lot. And the top deck put up Extravagance. They will change the Scarlet Sanguine so that they don't draw into whatever they try to set, which is Conquistador. Draw to activate Zombie World, setting Hakperu and Esopoli. Golden will attack over Roxy's to prevent any link climb from the Prinkins. Seeker will activate this effect to excavate for a Guakimaru supply, which will activate this effect to add a Guardian. Link summoning for a Nightmare Phoenix, which will discard Dark Animal to pop the summon limit. Conquistador will try to pop the Prinkins Roxy's. They will chain Maxi so that at least they draw one card. Or after they pop a Nightmare Phoenix, interesting. They will go for a Mew Mew, banishing Nibiru to summon the Dropsies, drawing 22 stars, which is very nice. Doodle which will be summoned. Prinkins Brands will activate this effect in the end phase. Should have kept the 20 stars in hand during the end phase. But anyway, we will try at least get to draw one. Since it doesn't have to shuffle everything. 20 stars will be activated on Zombie World and Sopoli after being targeted by Peleys. Golden Love will attack over Pikachu, Peleys over the Dropsy, I think it was. And phase will set a Scarlet Sanguine. Sans will be activated to reborn the Seeker and put it back to the supplier on top of deck. Peleys will try to bounce the Seeker, they will spell summon Researcher, which will be popped by a Conquistador, and they will chain Scarlet Sanguine and also Hacker to set this another Scarlet Sanguine. Sanguine will be summoning Golden Lord from deck or grave, whatever. And phase Prinkins Press will be shuffling back 3 Prinkins cards to draw 1, which is not enough because they have already set up their board and Lich wins the game. Yeah. And now we go into finals, which is Eldritch versus Invoke MCknight. Let us see which one wins the game. A trap deck or a fusion and OTK, whatever. It's Invoke. Eldritch will be starting off with a Prosperity, banishing 6, I think it was? Yeah, banishing 6. To add a Necroworld Banshee. Interesting. They will set 2 cards, no more summon Banshee, and they will summon Red Moon. No more summon Alistar, summon limit. MST and the summon limit. Link summoning for an Almirage. Special summoning Blue Sky, which will activate its effect to add a Yellow Star. Link summoning for Morning Star. to discard the memories to add a World Legacy gift to negate any trap cards activated in the same column as a MCknight monster. They will link summon for Lib, which will set a World Legacy secret, activating key to add back the blue sky. Then they will follow up with invocation to summon and invoke Mekaba. Quite convenient that all MCknights are alive. Is it quite convenient, right? I can't even speak because it's a list. Access code will be summoned. Getting quite enough attack. 4300, and they will be shuffling back the Neko Banshee to prevent any zombie shenanigans. And phase they will activate Conquistador. Ooh, never got them. But there's still a World Legacy secret and a World Legacy key. And also they will be summoning a Yellow Star. Scarlet Sanguine will be activated to set a Hackrow. So Conquistador, Hackrow, and summon it on the back row. And now we will see what can happen, what will be chain, whatever summon limit. They will change the aggressive memory, which will summon an Indigo Eclipse from deck. Conquistador blocking. Oh, okay. So the Indigo Eclipse was summoned on the same column as the Conquistador, so that World Legacy key will be negating it. Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully Master Duel or live tournaments. Your passion, we'll see you next time.